recently, Donovan Thomas Jr.'s mother came out and gave some statements about everything that went down and what happened with the YSL trial, the verdict, how she feels about the state, how she feels about the jurors, and even the bloggers, I guess is what we're called now. I don't know. As long as we're not vloggers, I guess. Shout out to Miss Hilton. Anyway, I want y'all to check this out and see what she has to say. And let me know what you think. Is she right? Is she wrong? Is she totally fine with feeling the way she feels, regardless of what we think? Check it out.
I just had to come up here and do this for my baby. And come see him. Let him know it's okay. We're going to be all right as a family. Because they might not been found guilty in the eyes of the law. And those fake ass jurors they had up there. But guess what? We got this. Because we know the truth. We know what happened. And I just had to come see my baby, let him know that we got this.
It's sad.
Just as I was in the end. And it's always going to be lonely enough forever. I'm just mad as hell. And I ain't going to say I'm mad at the state because them people did what they can do. And just those bastards got there and lied and played. And I was paid off, even to the jurors, the deputies, they were all full of bullshit down there.
Wow.
And they only saw what they want to see. And people who, the bloggers and all that, they didn't see the inside of what was really going on in that courtroom. I know in my heart of heart and stuff, I was paying attention to. It was a lot of injustice going on just with people, period, in that courtroom. From the deputies, I know for a fact. And just stuff that was going on in general. But at the end of the day, we got this. It's always, like I said, going to be long live, not forever. I'm going to be okay. We as a family going to be okay. And we're going to get through this. But right now, I'm just mad. I'm upset.
That's so sad.
It's tough.
But I still got my faith, my grace and mercy, and the higher power that we do serve. And I just had to come to let my baby know that Mama was there. Your daddy was there. We was there. Ned was there. Your stepmom was there. We fought. We fought a good fight. And we're going to continue to fight. And we're going to be okay. We're going to be okay. But Mama just had to come see you.
I can't imagine.
Let you know. I'm like, I have never got on here just to broadcast my business. I spoke my piece. Well spoke. But right now, I think it's time for me to do this. I sat there and I didn't want to go down to hear a verdict. And I kind of wasn't in there. But I already knew it was going to be some bullshit with this. I just kind of felt it in my spirit this morning. So I kind of procrastinated. And we got there, of course. It was the unthinkable was heard, not guilty. But though they know they're guilty. They knew in 2010, January 15th, that they were all guilty. And the parents, they could sit down there and clap. I'm without words, y'all. I'm without words.
That's just
I truly am without words. But I just thank God for the love and support that people have been there with my baby through this process. And to all the people who just, it was so many, this case was tried basically on social media bullshit.
Yeah.
All those bloggers, and think they know the system and what happened. We as a family, we the people know what happened. We really know what happened.
I'm gonna let her. I'm gonna let her talk.
Can you hear me?
Like I said, at the end of the day,
yes.
We as a family, we're gonna be okay. We're gonna get through this, and it's still gonna be long live, not forever. Mm-mm-mm.
It's sad, man.
Yeah, my baby is, y'all.
Yeah, she's got some smoke for the bloggers.
And let him know it's gonna be okay. Somebody already been up here to visit him, y'all, with a Patron bar. They know his drink of choice.
That's.
But like I said, it's gonna be okay.
No, I'm not offended.
Cause victory is ours in the end. And I'm gonna keep smiling. I'm gonna keep crying. I'm gonna keep laughing. And I just want y'all to keep screaming his name. Long live, not forever. Let them know they haven't done anything.
And I think that's pretty much the end of the video. Now, I want to go through a little bit and break down what she said. And I think a lot of you in the comments and in the chat are kind of going to say something similar to where you never know how you feel in this situation, what somebody's going through as a parent. And as a parent, I will tell you, it is tough seeing your kids make certain choices that maybe you don't necessarily agree with. You could coach them and teach them the right way. At the end of the day, it's up to them, right? It still doesn't change. It doesn't change your love for them as a parent. So I definitely feel her on this. I don't think she should grieve any less because Donovan Thomas was one of the biggest gang leaders here in Atlanta. That's still her son at the end of the day. And before he even chose to go this route in this lifestyle, I'm sure she saw him as an innocent child at some point. And a lot of parents, that's how they see them. On the other side, I think it's probably hard to think clearly in the situation, especially when the state has made you so many promises and had so much certainty that what they were saying was fact and what they believed, as we saw, was fact, whether that be from how Yak Gotti was involved in Donovan Thomas's murder, that he went around the corner of the gas station where there was no cameras and switched cars, and then he just randomly showed up where Donovan Thomas was and shot him. Or whether it be even in Shamel Drinks, and we haven't heard from his family yet, saying that something that is physically impossible to happen, with that being Shamel Drinks being in his car, hitting the brakes, releasing the brakes, and then hitting them again after several seconds after Shannon pulled off from the stop sign. I hope, and I will just say this and probably leave it at that, I hope that she holds the state accountable for this, because let's be real. If we're looking at the evidence and yeah, maybe we're just bloggers and maybe we don't actually see what's going on inside the courtroom, which I guess we kind of did, but in this case, we saw enough to know that the state, they fumbled this. They let so many people get away, get off. Detective Hogan, super investigator, social media stalker, detective investigator Viverito, saw the FedEx video. There was several cars in that video that could have been in question. One specifically that pulled up. We call it the third car. Some people call it the fourth car. Didn't look into that. They didn't even have the right vehicle. They didn't even have Yak Gotti in the right vehicle when it came to Donovan Thomas's murder. So we're going to do our job and continue to put the pressure on not only Fulton County, not only Fannie Willis, but just the entire sheriff's office and the way these investigations are run to just do the right thing and follow the process. I know there's a lot that goes into it, but we don't want to continue to see this happen. And I wouldn't say my anger wouldn't be directed at the jurors either. At this point, you just want somebody to pay for what happened to your baby, right? A lot of empty promises. They propped this lady up in the courtroom to try and get the jurors to go a certain way. And thank God the jurors saw everything and believed everything that we saw, because we know from what we've seen and the evidence that was presented, Yak wasn't the right guy. So it'll be interesting to see what happens. I want to know what y'all think and what your thoughts are in the comments and in the live stream too. Let me know.